Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jacob Restituto. I'm a musician from Northport, New York, and today I have the absolute pleasure of having Ian Sue here on the channel. If you've been on the or been around my channel for a bit, you might have heard his name come around here or there, or seen his name featured in a couple things. He's actually played guitar in a couple tracks that I've released. For example, I believe "Nightlife" was one of the tracks, or yeah, I think it was "Nightlife." There was a couple of them here and there that you've laid some solos down, and it's great stuff, man. So I appreciate you taking the time to play on my tracks, but also we're here to talk about you today because I want to hear your story as a musician and what you have coming. So something pretty exciting coming. So, Ian, thank you so much for taking the time, man.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Oh, absolutely, man. So, for people that aren't super familiar with you and your story, I'd love to hear a bit of it, and tell me who you are, what you do, and what the story is, man.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there isn't a lot of material of me talking about who I am online. I post a lot of stuff about myself, but not a lot of interviews. So this is one of the first. I'm very honored that it's with you.
Wow, that's a pleasure. Thank you.
I am a record producer. I am songwriter, artist, guitar player, and I've loved playing guitar since I was 12 years old. I live in New York City, and I'm in Queens currently, and I run around New York playing shows with my band, and I kind of pivoted from recording to live music, and I think that's where my passion really lies right now. But it's a whole story. I mean, I grew up playing guitar, and I recorded through the pandemic, and I recorded with people, and I recorded guitar and a bunch of things, and I made my own music, and I still do. I still record other people's music. I still love to make my own music, but I play a lot of music live now. That's what I'm doing mainly. But yeah, I grew up um not in a not to like a family of like musicians, but to a family that played a lot of music and loved music. I listened to a lot of music growing up. I grew up in the age of CDs, and I didn't know what
Yeah,
Spotify was until I was like, I'd say I was like 10 when I realized what Spotify was, and it became more popular. Now it's like a whole thing. It's like streaming is the main way that people consume music. But I grew up with CDs, and one of the things that I really like to do whenever I make music is I like to make CDs, and because I just
hmm,
love
that's
having
cool.
that physical, um, like I have a CD right here. It's Heavier Things by John Mayer, one of the records that I've been inspired by, and I love listening to albums growing up, and then throughout the pandemic, I started making my own music, and eventually just started making my own records.